From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, the disability space is on shaky ground with questions emerging over how to stabilise it. The government's allocated $1.1 billion over 5 years to address demand and cost pressures on disability services. Disability Support Network Chief Executive Peter Reynolds says the sector's grateful for the funding, but there are still a lot of questions. Mr Reynolds says providers need to know there'll be some form of investment to address years of underfunding and a plan for the future.
Disabled people are seeking assurance, quite simply, just to make sure that their needs moving forward are going to be met.
A plan to keep regional banks won't be a silver bullet for every complaint around them. ANZ, ASB, BNZ, Kiwibank and Westpac will keep existing regional branches open in towns outside our 6 biggest cities for at least 3 years. Massey Business School Associate Professor Claire Matthews says it doesn't address the regional branches which have already closed, and she says there are other problems the promise doesn't cover, such as branches in our big cities potentially being shut down. South Australia's emergency departments are in crisis with staggering wait times as respiratory illnesses including COVID-19 sweep across the state. A system-wide code yellow was declared for the state's public hospitals, cancelling some elective surgeries over at least the next week. South Australia Health Chief Executive Robin Lawrence says the pressure on the system's the worst she's ever seen. Scrabble players are battling it out this King's Birthday weekend for the national title. Around 70 people are in Wellington's Mount Albert for the 3-day tournament. The national championship wraps up on Monday, by when competitors will have played 22 head-to-head games. Tournament director Liz Fagerland says it's a great long weekend for everyone involved.
It's going to be an exciting battle at the top, but it's also an exciting battle for everyone in every grade that they're playing in.
That's news. In sport, the Crusaders' Super Rugby Pacific title defence is over after the Fijian Drua beat the Melbourne Rebels 40-19 in Lautoka to book their own final spot. The Drua finished the regular season 7th, 1 spot above the Rebels, who'll still make the postseason, but the Crusaders are out. In the battle for the top qualifying spot, the Hurricanes are hosting the Highlanders. Moments ago, the Highlanders ahead 7-5. If the Hurricanes can win, then it's up to the Blues to respond to the 4th-placed Chiefs tonight. It seems that young Wellington Phoenix goalkeeper Alex Paulsen is about to make a life-changing move to English Premier League football club Bournemouth. Our sports team understands the 21-year-old has now signed a deal with Bournemouth, who've been tracking him for some time. That's sport. I'm Joe Gilfillan.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.